Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michaela if you've never seen my face before. Today's video is going to be a little bit more serious. I mean, you can see the title, you know what we're about to talk about. This is a very personal video to me, and this is something I'm literally going through at this moment in time. So please keep that in mind. If you comment on this video or give anything to me from this video, just please keep that in mind. I'm at a very, honestly, weak state of mind, and just please keep that in mind. Please be nice. So in November 2020, I made a video called What They Don't Tell You About Marijuana. And I talked about me being addicted to it, me withdrawing from it, and that entire situation. And everyone has been asking for an update video since, and the only weed videos I've done since then are me smoking and almost promoting it, not promoting it, but just showing it in a good light, the complete opposite of that first video that I made. And I just want to start off by saying, if you are not someone that chronically uses weed, this isn't for you. This isn't for you to relate to. If you're someone that can pick it up and put it down really easily and smoke once a year, once every 6 months, once every 3 months, I applaud you. I am not that person. So please keep that in mind. I am not that person with anything. So please be nice. I've gotten a lot of comments that are weed isn't addictive, you're stupid, shut up, stuff like that. And it's this is something I'm truly going through at this moment in time, and that's not helpful. So let's talk about it, I guess. Today I had a giant realization, and I don't even know how to explain it. It's just I had a giant mental breakdown. I know that word is annoying and thrown out so much, but I have been upset all day, and I am also withdrawing from weed, so I know that's what it is. And yesterday I was just fucking angry, and today I was just literally depressed, having suicidal thoughts, actual suicidal thoughts. Trigger warning, sorry. I've never really had those kind of thoughts, and I've been having them this past week or so, and that is what's driving me to do this, because I've never really had any reason any reason in my head, okay, in my head, that makes me want to stop smoking weed, right? I talked about in that video that the only reason I wanted to stop is because all these awful things were happening. And I ended up, after that, I guess we can have a little recap. After that, I ended up being sober until, I want to say April. I made that video in November, and I was sober till April. I don't know really what changed after that. I don't know what made me want to go back to it. I think a lot of it was that whenever I quit, I had a life coach, I had a mentor, and I had someone to keep me accountable, and she was really proud of me, and we would talk about it and all of that. But I ended up stopping working with her the end of February, beginning of March, and I had this strong feeling that I would go back if I didn't talk to anyone about it. And I just couldn't afford to talk to anyone about it, and I had no idea that there were AA groups for weed until now. I'll get into that later. If you're needing resources, we will get to that portion of the video. But I had no idea that those were a thing, so I just tried to tough it out and do it on my own. And I just want to say, I really tried. I really tried. And that is also really upsetting to me because that just shows that I do have a problem and I really tried. And that's embarrassing that I had to really try to quit weed, and I have gone back to it over and over and over again. So I don't want to cry in this video, but it's just so fresh, okay? Like, it's happening literally right now. So, but I think it's important to like document stuff like this because if you're going through this, like, same, like, I don't want you to feel alone. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. And after I smoked that time, I think I smoked for the next month every single day, and I quit again. And then that cycle just kind of went over and over and over until now, and it is January 2022. So since April 2021, I have smoked weed probably 2 weeks out of every 2 months, something like that. Part of me wants to say 2 weeks out of every month, but I don't know that that's completely true. I haven't been tracking things. I want to be honest with that. I haven't been tracking like, oh, today I smoked, like, and it's really difficult to track that kind of stuff. If I had like credit card statements or something, I feel like it would be easy for me to look back, and I wish I could look back to kind of like assess what I've been doing and the habits I have, but it's weed, like you buy it with cash. So I don't really have that. I wish I did, but yeah. And the most recent time I smoked, I was sober for about a month-ish, maybe like 3 weeks. I don't know. Again, I wasn't counting, but I had started feeling amazing. The withdrawals were gone. Like, I had been feeling good for a couple weeks, and I was just like, damn, bitch, you're doing great. Like, why don't we smoke a blunt? And then the cycle, here we are. I started smoking, I want to say the 31st, because I was like, it's the new year, everybody's drinking, I can smoke, I don't like drinking, I'll just smoke. And I smoked every single day, all day, until the 10th of January. And I know for a lot of people that smoke weed all the time, like, that's not bad. Like, that's like, you're like, damn, I smoked weed every day for the last 7 years, like something like that. Like, that, I understand, but like, this is me continuously relapsing after I understand that I want to quit. I have not smoked weed for a day and a half. Honestly, for me, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to quit for a couple weeks. I don't know, like, it doesn't feel that difficult, except for like days like today, or even like nights like today. Nights like tonight, I just can't stop crying because of the withdrawals. And it's not like I'm over here like, oh, I need to smoke weed, I need to smoke weed, I need it. Like, I'm not like curdling in the corner, like fiending for it. But it's like, I am withdrawing from something, and I continuously do that to myself over and over and over. And I convince myself that this time I won't have to withdraw because I can do it for 1 day, or I can do it every other day, or I can do it once a week or something like that. And I do not have that thing in my brain that has self-control. Like, I have an addict brain. I am an addict. Like, just because it's weed doesn't mean that I'm not. Like, replace it with alcohol and there you go. Like, it's the same thing. A lot of people are very like, that's why I'm even like scared to make this video, because a lot of people are like, it's just weed, like, shut up. But like, I think that's the problem. Like, I see so many people that smoke multiple dabs a day, and I'm not here to judge you. I'm just saying, like, why do you have to smoke every single day? And like, why dabs? Like, why does it have to be so much? And like it's just a thing now. And I think that's why people are so defensive of it, because I was too. I was doing the same thing. I was never into dabs, but I would smoke the carts, the weed pens. and I would, it would last 4 days or something like that. A whole gram of wax. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous. And I feel like the government is just making it easier and easier and easier. And I know we're voting for that, but like, I think that it's gonna be a lot more of a problem than it has been in the past, because literally people are smoking from 14 years old. And that, I cannot even begin to understand the effects that has had on my brain. I definitely have done a lot of research on what's going on and like dopamine levels and serotonin levels and all of that. I'm not like a science person, so I'm not going to come on here and give you information. I'm more of like a personable creator. I'm just here to share my story with you. I'm not here to like give you like research and facts, but like I don't know, I've done a lot of researching on it, and it really like affects dopamine in your brain. And from what I can understand, dopamine is the thing that makes you happy, basically. And whenever you have high THC in your brain, it kind of replaces that dopamine. It kind of like, I want to say it like squeezes the dopamine out of your brain. That's how me as a regular human is like understanding this. It like drains your dopamine supply, and then that's why when you're withdrawing, you get so depressed and so anxious, because your brain is like not at functioning levels in that department. So that's what I understand is going on right now. Like I said, I'm on day 2, so I am like still going through this. I didn't smoke for that long this time, so the withdrawals are honestly easier than they have been in the past. I've probably had 10 withdrawals, honestly, like 10, 12 withdrawals, I don't know, that last week's. And I don't know, this one, I didn't have that much THC in my system. This last time I smoked, I didn't like go all out like I usually do. Like, I would typically get blunts and smoke a blunt every night, and that would build up in my system pretty quickly. And within 2 weeks, maybe even a week, 9 days of smoking like that, it wouldn't get me high anymore, and I would have to smoke more and more and more. And then that's what would lead to my withdrawals, because I would need to take a tolerance break because I could smoke all the weed in the world and it wouldn't work. And the worst withdrawals I've had have been like me seeing things, me thinking I'm seeing literal demons in my house, me thinking people are waiting outside the door for me, like literally like I'm on fucking meth or something. Like, how you picture, this is not me being derogatory, me being serious, like how you picture people on meth and like how paranoid they are because they've stayed awake for days upon days upon days. That's how paranoid my withdrawals have gotten. And that's not satire, like I'm being completely serious. And I just want to be so clear on the fact that I literally thought I had schizophrenia because of this. Like, I literally consider things like that, and I don't trust myself because I'm doing this drug that affects my mind and it changes what is actually happening. And again, like, I understand that people are very sensitive about weed, and I think that's because a lot more people nowadays smoke weed because it's legal. And people are like, it's just weed, like it can't do anything. But it's like, it is addictive. It is. Like, if you smoke something for 2 weeks straight, every single day, every waking moment, like, you're gonna have a dependency on it. Like, that's with anything. That's if I take the same medicine every day. That's if I take, like, whatever, eat the same thing every day, talk to the same person every day. Like, it's all some sort of an addiction, like the phone, like whatever. But it's like, I think a lot of people let it get too far, and like I let it get too far. So today I'm taking control of my life, and I did a bunch of research on like getting sober from weed. I've never really done this research before because I didn't know there was anything that could help me besides like just going to therapy, and I cannot afford therapy at the moment. So, and I don't have insurance or anything. So I Googled, I don't even know what I Googled, but I found a sobriety app that has a weed section, and there's like community pages of people talking about, oh, I'm on day 1, I'm on day 8, I'm on day 25, I'm on year 1, like stuff like that. And I think that's going to be really helpful for me. I don't know what it's called at the moment, but I'll pop it up here on the screen so you can download it as well if you want to, if you need it. And I also found out that there are, I think it's called MA meetings. Oh, that makes sense. Marijuana Anonymous meetings. So basically like AA, but for weed. There are those meetings, but they are online. So it's like Zoom calls, because it's not like alcoholics are very like, it's a normal thing. But this is a smaller group of people that have acknowledged the fact that marijuana is something that is affecting their life. And so they're online. So they don't, like AA meetings, you can find one on every corner, but this is online. Hopefully we'll get to the point where they're everywhere, because I think this is such a cool thing. And I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't know people, I don't know, there's a whole, it really opened my eyes that there's a whole community of people that feel the same way I do. And I felt that after I uploaded that video too. And I just made so many excuses for myself after that video. And I kept seeing comments that were like, did you relapse, relapse, relapse? Keep using that word. And I'd be like, I'm not a drug user. Like, I'm not a drug addict. Like, I remember getting so defensive. Like, I don't know if I ever responded, but like, I just know how I felt, and I felt so defensive. I felt like, who is this person to like act like I'm a drug addict? Like, I'm not on meth. Like, I'm smoking weed. And I think that's the problem. Like, I think everybody just thinks weed isn't a thing. Like, weed isn't something to worry about. But like, with anything, too much is too much. I don't know, and I'm fucking tired of it, so I'm taking back control of my life. I messaged this long thing to my mom and to my brother, and they are keeping me accountable. My brother is incredible, actually. He is a very, very, very good support system. He's not the best at talking about his feelings. He's a teenage boy, I don't know. Like, he's not the best at having like deep conversations with me about my emotions or his emotions, but he is the kind of person that will call you out. And he did it for me whenever I wanted to go back to my ex over and over and over, that abusive relationship. He literally, I said like, oh, I'm talking to blank again, whenever that was happening. And he's like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, he's literally gonna kill you. You're really gonna fly to go see him? Like, stuff like that. And I'm like, in the moment, it really sucks to hear, but I think you like need someone like that. But yes, I told my family and explained to them how serious this is for me, because I understand that I understand that it sounds silly. It's like, just stop smoking. I understand. I tell myself the same thing, okay? I hope this video helped someone. I think that's all I've got to say. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Check the description. I'm not trying to promote on this video, but I do a lot of things. Check the description, okay? Okay, bye.